Back against the wall, clocks ticking, divine signs, universe aligned. Rhythm in these hard times, patience my grind. Faith thicker than gold mines. In the darkness, man, the bright light always shines. Watch the storms roll, skies dark, but I ain't blind. In the struggle, found a strength, God right behind. Building my empire, brick by brick, I designed. Blueprints written, every piece intertwined. God's timing never late, never early. Waiting in the wings like a hawk, watch me surely. His plan on the track, life's a journey.
Good morning, everybody. I'm not using the microphone today, so I hope all of you can hear me. Happy weekend to all of you weekend warriors who work through the week and can't wait until it comes the time to be into the weekend and go and do your thing and then go back to work during the week. Try to enjoy your 2 days that you allow yourself to be happy, and then try to enjoy the whole rest of the week that you have the opportunity to still be happy. Don't just think that you have 2 days or 3 where you get to enjoy life a certain way. You can enjoy life while you're working, while you believe that you're being miserable. Your work isn't that bad, and if you look at it differently, think of it differently, you realize that it's providing something for you, whether it's a better financial situation, with skills to make it through life, to overcome hardship, to grow. It's just a different way of looking at things. I'm out here taking my nature walk. I have the day off. It's a good opportunity to kind of just be in the world. Not of the world, just in the world. Enjoy all that is. Not have too much thought. And just kind of exist. Not being lazy. Even though I've been a little bit I'm not going to say the word because I don't believe in giving it strength, but I haven't, let's say, been feeling 100% the whole week. I even, the thoughts that like to come in and out and tell me not to do things or to stop doing things. They were working hard yesterday to try to get me to call off work. Oh, you didn't sleep well because of this. You have this weird flappy thingy in the back of your throat. It's making you sound like a snorting, heavy breathing dog. You shouldn't be running today. You shouldn't be delivering. Blah, 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 blah. But I still went to work. I still showed up. I even got a call from my boss. Well, it was more of a text the night before to let me know that they pushed my start time back. So I kind of had a little bit more relaxing morning. It's usually relaxing because I wake up early. I do my gym, makes my body feel good. I take my shower, I eat my breakfast, I have my coffee. And then I still have an hour to go and chill outside of work in my car. and just be ready to go. That's on a normal day, but yesterday I kind of had a little bit more time to do all those things. And then the reason that they had pushed my time back was because I was going to be doing something called ad hoc, which isn't a normal route. And usually they don't have those the loadout time is different. They don't have that ready until like the afternoon. So I get there maybe around 10:20. Well, I got there normal time, which was 8:30. I got there. I saw the regular time people, which is usually me. I saw them get there. I was there for the morning meeting at 9:55. Didn't clock in until 10:22. And then once I clocked in, they let me know that my route wasn't going to be ready until later. So I sat in the van with air conditioner, not using my own gas, not using my own utilities. I had their chargers, had their air conditioner, so my car wasn't idling. I sat there from 10:22 to like 12 o'clock. So basically, what, 2-ish, excuse my math, I'm slow. Had like 2 hours maybe. Two hours sitting in the van. And then, come 12 o'clock, when they send out the text and say your ad hoc is ready, you guys can head into the warehouse to pick it up, which usually is only like 80 stops, and that's the one where I have to go one by one to different areas, and it's just basically driving around all day more than just having like a small route with a big route of 170 stops, but it's all bunched up in a certain area. The ad hoc is like 80 stops, but you're driving around to different cities and going back and forth. So I go and line up. It's me and two other drivers that are going to be doing ad hoc. Then they send me a text saying, David, your ad hoc has been canceled. Please get out of the line and wait to the side. We're going to send you to go rescue somebody. I'm like, all right. I'm going to go with it. I'm getting paid to do all this. I'm on the clock. So I go onto the side. I wait a couple more minutes. I get sent the address to where I need to go to pick up like a couple, I think it was 80 stops that I picked up from another driver. Wasn't too far away from the warehouse. I pick up these stops, and the route's not that difficult. It is late in the afternoon, but it wasn't so many stops that I wasn't going to have time to finish or have to rush or anything. I was easily going to get my 8 hours. I think I finished a little earlier than my 8 hours. But I had from 12 o'clock until 5 or 6 to do it. I hope that you guys could hear me over the bridge. Decided to come down here. But instead of the normal full 8 or 7 hours that I usually get to try to finish a route, I had like 5 hours to finish what I had to rescue. And it wasn't that bad. I had some apartments that can get difficult if you don't know what you're doing. Made a video about it on TikTok. But I had it figured out. I did it in the perfect way. I had my strategy planned out. I had enough room in my van to be able to do it, to be hopping back and forth through different totes and get that little area finished a lot quicker than it would have taken me if I didn't hop back and forth through things. And I think I ended up finishing in like 5 hours. So I did 80 stops in 5 hours from 12 to 5:55. Whew. I still have that little throat thing, and I'm walking uphill. It's kind of giving me a little bit more of a struggle to walk and breathe. But just like yesterday, I'm getting through it. Because I know in the end I'm going to feel better when it's all said and done. So, all those thoughts about calling off and not feeling well and maybe I should take a break today, blah, blah, blah. I showed up to work. I got a break. I only worked technically 5 hours. I had most of the morning from like 10:22. Honestly, it was 8:30 until 12 o'clock, where I was just hanging out and relaxing and kind of had a little bit of time to get up to the 100%. And then basically I had a 5-hour workout where I got to sweat, build a little bit of my strength up, get my immune system pumping, finish those responsibilities up, and I was on my way back to go have Panda Express. And if I would have called off, I would have been just kind of miserable trying to survive. It was the hottest day of the week, so I could only imagine the temperature inside my car. I would have had no restrooms. I would have had a restroom, but it would have been a little bit difficult to get up and be going to the restroom every couple minutes. Where I had, oh man, where's that water coming from? I actually had a good area yesterday where I had a park in the middle of my route. So I was delivering around to houses, around to some apartments, and then in the middle was a park, so I can go to the park, use the restroom, continue delivering, circle back around, and then use the restroom again. So everything ended up just lining up and kind of God took care of me. I didn't have to call off work. I just showed up and everything was lined up for me. The day took the direction that it was gonna take that day, which was actually very nurturing for me. And I didn't ask for it. I didn't ask for it. I didn't make any excuses. I showed up. I said, all right, I'm gonna do what I need to do. It's what I need to do every day. And God took care of everything. I left it up to him and he said, I got you. Kind of one of the things that that I've been reflecting on a lot. It's always comes up in my videos. Living life like you have this big safety net. God is your safety net. You fall back on him when you need him. And you could always rely on him to take care of things and give you what you need rather than give you what you want. You don't have to ask for anything. You don't have to beg. You don't have to pray. He knows what you need. And as long as you're showing up and you're having that faith, kind of just does the rest. That's how I want to live my whole life. That's how I plan to live my whole life. Not really plan. See, there's me going into my thoughts. This is a nice little walk right now. It started off at the park. Like went above this little area that I'm walking through right now. And went under the bridge. And then to another side to bring me to the bottom of the bridge. And I think I'm circling around to go back up into the park. If not, I'm just gonna walk backwards. I just hope, I don't think it's gonna rain today. I can imagine that this area would get pretty flooded if it did though. Look at this nice little creek. That's kind of why I didn't want to use my microphone, because the microphone will block out all the other noise. Oh, there's a little bit of mud here. Gotta be careful. The microphone picks up my voice, but it cancels out all the other noise. And there's just so much going on right here. I didn't want you guys to miss out on the soundscapes. Like, I don't know if you heard that bird that was chirping. And if I fall into this thing, you're gonna hear a big splash. It's all muddy. I wonder where this water's coming from. Hope it's not poo-poo water. Let me be extra careful here. Whew. This is one of those trails Alright, I need to hold on to my phone pretty tight. I have no room to run down this hill, and then it's all muddy on the bottom. I saw somebody running through this trail earlier. Good thing I didn't put on my brand new Skechers. Alright, I think I made it through the muddy part. Now I get to enjoy this open trail. Man, the metaphorical stuff is just like on point today. The whole conversation matched up with the little walk that I decided to take. It's amazing. And although yesterday was hot, I think it got up to like 80 for the first time in a while. We had a lot of clouds because we have some rain coming this weekend. So it was like, it wasn't even humid. It was warm, but we had a lot of cloud blocking the sun. And we had a nice little wind because of the rain that's coming. I think today it's not as bad at all. So it's a perfect day to have off. So I worked the one day that it was going to be the hottest of the week. And on that one day, it just ended up that I caught a little break. And then my day off, it's nice and cool. It's going to be no problem sitting in the shade. Could take a little nap, really get my body back to 100%. Even take this little walk, give my immune system a little boost. Took the time to make a video. That's the breath of relief and enjoyment and gratitude. Just so grateful. I wish you guys could have, I should have made videos from the very start of when I started Amazon. It was a whole different attitude. Like, I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of videos of people freaking out on the routes and crying about having to finish their work, and all the stories about people throwing their stuff out into like the woods and crashing cars and all this chaos that's happening. Like, that was me when I first started. And now it's like, it's not that it got easier. It's just that my attitude got a lot better about things. I don't show up every day looking for something to get mad about. I have no anger. Everything that happens, I have more peace within me to be able to just watch what's happening and not react to it. Like most of the time, anybody, just think of this scenario. You're driving down the street, you're going speed limit, everything is fine and dandy, and then somebody just comes right in front of you, going super fast, cuts you off. The car in front is going slower than you are, so they gotta brake, and they all of a sudden brake and make you have to brake. What happens in that moment? All of a sudden your blood boils up, you're super mad, that anger comes out, you're honking your horn, you're trying to speed up and drive next to them and give them looks. That's just a reaction that happens when you follow those thoughts and those feelings, where it says that person shouldn't be driving that fast. You need to let them know that they can't be driving that fast. You need to speed up and call them a name. You need to shame them and look at them when you pull up next to them. What an idiot. Let them know that they're dumb. And then you're yelling out the window and they're yelling back at you, and it's two fools, two devils. Two fools because the devil made them his entertainment for the day. And the devil's just there laughing. Like, ha, I got two more. It's a whole different story now. So I see somebody coming, they do that to me, so I just back off. I know what time it is. Like, no. You keep driving down the road. Don't even focus on what's going on with them. I want to live in peace. I want to separate myself from that. I don't have to be a part of the show anymore. And that's the example that I want to give off to my child. Because I know everything that has gone on inside of me, that's going on around me, it's gonna go on with, is going to try to keep going on with my child. But if she sees me behaving differently and not reacting to these things and being completely different about my attitude, she's going to take note of that and be like, you know what? Whatever he's doing is what I want. I don't want to look like these guys. I don't want to feel that way. I don't want to think that about myself. I want to look like my dad. Whatever he's doing, I want to do 3 times fold. That's honestly that's laying down the path. That's building a new road for them to walk down on. That's being the light. That's what God wants us to do. That's what he needs us to do for the rest of the world. It's not to go out there and try to change people and tell them you're wrong and you need to go and get saved by the Lord or go to church. Believe in Jesus, repent. No. He doesn't want us to do all that. That's just another way the devil makes entertainment. What God wants is for you to listen to him, to fall back on him, and allow him to show you the light. And then when you've been shown the light will shine through you. for others to see. You won't have to say a word. You won't have to do any convincing or arguing or preaching. You're just gonna be. And that's all that's gonna be needed from you. It's not even really needed from you. He could do that with whoever he wants. It's mostly your decision. And I decided that I want to do that. That's why I gave up everything to him. That's why I'm going to keep climbing. And I'm going to keep showing up. I'm not going to have any fear. I'm going to let go of the anger. I'm going to keep posting up videos, even though there's thoughts. I don't feel it. There's thoughts that say, well, you look ridiculous. You look like a fool. Nobody's going to listen to you. Nobody's even watching. That's not what I'm making it for. I'm making it because that's just what I'm doing. I don't even understand fully why. And I think with that, I'm going to bring this video to an end. I'm almost back around to my final, or what is it called? Not my final destination, but I think I've wrapped around to where my car is parked. Back to full circle. Yep, I see the bench where I was starting. Again, happy Friday. Enjoy every day of the week. That's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bring in the music and fade out. See you guys.